What is up, awesome people? We got another juicy video. Orders, insurance registrations, walk-in volume for the stores, all in this one video. Don't forget to smash that like button. So first of all, insurance registrations, NIO got 4,600 last week, which was up from 3,400 the week before. So slight juicy increase, pretty nice. We're pretty much on track to hit 20,000 this month as well, okay? And if we're pushing it for the last week, last 2 weeks, we could definitely get about 20,000, no problems at all. And notably, NIO's weekly sales insurance registrations have surpassed Lexus. This is one of their long-term goals that NIO always wanted to achieve, was to beat Lexus. When they launched the ET5, they were very confident that they were going to beat Lexus. And, well, right now, it looks like it's already happening. All right, so congratulations to NIO for that. But what about orders? Okay, so on July 8th, they did a incentive decrease from free battery swap vouchers from 40 down to 20. That really helped them get a bunch of new orders. And then on the 22nd, so basically on Sunday, they also did an adjustment where they decreased the incentives, made the cars a little bit more pricey, so the discounts got less, basically. So less discount by 3,000 for the ES6, for the ET5, ET5T, and then 5,000 for the ES6 and EC6. And that has also helped them get a bunch of lock-in orders. It's basically a tool for the sales reps to convince customers to pull the trigger right now. Otherwise, the car is going to be much more expensive in just a few days. So why not pull the trigger now if you're going to buy the car anyways? So that has helped NIO get about 5,500 orders last week, which is pretty good results. What about the walk-in volume in general? So if you guys noticed, BMW has exited the EV price war here in China. So they said, we're not going to cut prices anymore. We're actually going to raise prices. You guys better buy the cars now, or else the cars are going to get more expensive. And it seems like NIO wants to follow suit as well. But what that has caused, what BMW raising prices has caused, is that everybody, okay, so even BBA, so Mercedes and Audi, they're also doing something similar. They're saying, hey, cars aren't going to get more cheaper. They're going to get more expensive. Better buy the cars now. So what this has all caused is people are more interested in non-BBA cars now, right? Because BBA cars have gotten more expensive. Everybody else has still remained the same. So sort of BBA is kind of out of the picture for some of these buyers because they're more expensive. So in general, walk-in volume for most stores like NIO, Ito, Li Auto, all these guys, all right, these are BBA competitors. Their walk-in volume has increased by 10% or so last week, simply because, well, BBA has seen a price increase. Yeah, exactly. And it's gotten so competitive between all these guys that you're seeing at certain places, NIO is placing their store right across the street from a Mercedes store or from a Lexus store, like right across the road, like you can see it. And, that's really for buyers that are just wandering, before they pull the trigger on buying a Mercedes or a Lexus, they want to go check other things out, right? And then NIO is right there. That's the first thing they check out. And then if they see the full picture of what NIO is about, then they cancel their Lexus order or they cancel their Mercedes order and they buy a NIO. That's a strategy. It's very cutthroat. I mean, like, the stores are right across the street. Absolutely nuts. But honestly, what can we expect going forward? Well, some of these sales reps are saying that because the incentives are decreasing, it is very logical to expect orders in future weeks to also decrease as well. But what NIO could also do, all right, as orders are sliding, they could also say that incentives are going to be decreased more and more. For example, the buy 4 month, get 1 month free BAS incentive. All right, that's just a juicy incentive. If they say that this is going away at the end of this month. After this month, it's going to be gone forever. Man, that's going to get a lot of people to panic buy and pull the trigger just to lock in this incentive. Getting 1 month of rent free when you pay 4 months. That's absolutely nuts. So that's always a strategy that they can use to force customers to pull the trigger. But a lot of you guys have been worried in my Discord, in the comments. You guys were worried that with these incentives going away, orders are going to decrease. Well, NIO always has that weapon to force their hand. Say that this other incentive is going away. You want to wait until incentives get better? Well, this other incentive is going to go away. If you don't pull the trigger now, you're going to miss out on this as well. You've already missed out on that. So, that's always something that they can do to get those orders in. But of course, going forward, it is very logical to expect orders to sort of calm down a bit. I wouldn't say like completely collapse. No, it's not going to collapse. It's going to just calm down a little bit. The sales reps are also expecting this to happen, and very soon, in just a month and a half, 2 months, we're going to get Envo cars being officially launched and officially delivered. So very soon, all right? And they're already actually producing Envo cars in the factory. All right, they're producing Envo cars in the factory. We're getting very close to launch as well. Now, guys, NIO's new color, Mars Red, is getting a lot of interest from people, especially ladies. They really, really love that color. And that is also going to help fuel a new wave of buyers, some new orders, just thanks to that color alone. So going forward, deliveries are going to be pretty strong, pretty solid, and expect a little bit of a dip, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And going forward, I'm sure they're going to remove all the incentives before Envo launches so that there's more price differentiation between the two. And then NIO's cars aren't going to be in Envo's price category and vice versa. And we'll have to see what Envo does. Envo is really supposed to help out NIO in terms of deliveries. I think that's going to really help them get over 30,000 a month total sales, even up to 40,000 a month possibly. And it really just depends on how fast they can ramp up production. September is going to be very low deliveries for Envo, but gradually, October, November, that's when you're going to see deliveries pick up for Envo, and hopefully NIO's deliveries won't be impacted with the launch of Envo, even though every sales rep I ask here in China, NIO sales reps, all right, NIO sales rep, I ask whether or not they're worried about Envo stealing sales. They are absolutely terrified. Right? They're absolutely terrified because Envo has things that NIO's vehicles don't have. Envo's 900 volt, NIO's 400 volt. All right? Envo has non-LiDAR variant. NIO's are forced to have LiDAR. Right? Envos have a nice horizontal screen. NIO's have a vertical screen. So sales reps from NIO are worried that Envo is going to be stealing sales, and vice versa. Envo sales reps are worried that their brand doesn't carry enough weight, and that people are still going to be buying a NIO instead. So both of them they're worried about losing sales to each other. We'll have to see what happens eventually. Are customers more inclined to spend some more and buy a NIO, or will they be happy to spend less to buy an Envo with the better specs? We'll have to see. This is going to be a very interesting dilemma. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.